Now to the fight against the coronavirus. The U.S. has finally reached President Biden's original vaccination goal. 70% of American adults have now been at least partially vaccinated. But it's not a time for celebration, especially in areas where many people still refuse to get the shots.
One of those states is Louisiana. Take a listen to Dr. Catherine O'Neill. She is the chief medical officer at the largest hospital in the state. Here she is talking about the state's vaccination effort.
And it's not helping enough because it's not happening fast enough. And when you come inside our walls, it is quite obvious to you that these are the darkest days of this pandemic.
She went on to say at her hospital in Baton Rouge, they are out of beds. 17 states still have vaccination rates under 50%. That includes Louisiana and Missouri. And that is where we find Mireya Villarreal this morning. Mireya, good morning.
Well, good morning, David. The Show Me State has seen enough. Here at Cox Health in Springfield, healthcare workers tell me they are struggling to keep up with the highest number of COVID patients they have seen since the start of the pandemic. Right now, administrators have brought in a new morgue and they are beefing up. They are doubling their oxygen reserves, all in anticipation of a rise in cases and, unfortunately, a rise in deaths.
4 weeks ago, I would have told you I'm not sure we can take care of 100 patients, and now we're at 187.
Steve Edwards, president and CEO of Cox Health, says some people unwilling to get the vaccine are putting hospitals on their heels and in some cases are even blaming healthcare workers under the notion that hospitals are profiting from the pandemic.
It's disappointing, right? I liken it to people returning from war and someone spitting in their eye. That's how some of our nurses feel. One of our nurses said that that's literally happened to her.
Springfield, Missouri has seen a dramatic rise in COVID patients, with average daily cases more than doubling in less than a month. With the vaccination rate hovering just above 40%, Springfield's public schools are now requiring all students and staff wear masks when school starts up again in 3 weeks. Katie Towns is the director of Greene County Health Department.
This time around, the disease has affected those who are unvaccinated, which has made this disease really translate into a younger demographic.
So, like immunocompromised college freshman Jack Klinkenbeard, who was the first of his high school classmates to be diagnosed with COVID last July during his senior year, and also one of the first to get vaccinated in early February.
How I saw it was, if I get it, then I can go back to normal things. But if I don't, I'm hesitant, I'm still back to where we started and not progressing forward.
But not everyone in Jack's family feels that way. His mom, Merica, has been fighting vaccine hesitancy in her own home for months.
It split our family. I have one son that will not get vaccinated, and I hope he's watching. I don't know what the split is. It seems to me like there's no in between. You are either absolutely or absolutely not. And I've yet to figure out what the absolutely not is about.
We are seeing that kind of split all over the country right now. Here in Missouri, if health officials are doing all they can to combat that misinformation, they are trying to flood social media and also work with local partners to really just get the information out. They are also beefing up their incentives, and one of the incentives is actually a state-funded raffle where up to 900 people can win $10,000 in cash or a $10,000 scholarship. And whatever they are doing here in Missouri, it has seemed to work, or the power of mom, because last night we got a text message from Merica. She says her last holdout son has decided to get vaccinated, and he's promised to do it today. Anthony?
That's some good news, Mireya. Thank you.